Well, Vincent, thanks very much. Is this Vincent? Isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah, okay. Vincent, thanks for joining us here in London at One-to-One Mining Investment. First of all, could you just introduce Australian Vanadium for us and give us a bit of information about the project?
Sure. Australian Vanadium is a company listed on the Australian Stock Exchange under the ticker code AVL. The company's been around for over 10 years, but our main focus is the development of the Australian Vanadium project south of Meekatharra in Western Australia. We're currently undertaking a definitive feasibility study and right in the middle of a large pilot study right now in advancing the project forward to production.
Okay. And is there any more details or features you can tell us about the asset that you've got there that you're currently conducting the study on?
Yeah, the project is a typical bushveld style vanadium project. It's a titanomagnetite. We're blessed by having an exceptionally thick horizon that runs for 11 kilometers under our control, and that has our resource holds over 1% of vanadium in our resource grade. And this is part of currently the pre-feasibility study defined a mining resource of 17 years, and that's part of our base case, which has shown itself to be economically a very viable opportunity.
Can you give us some sense around the timelines for producing a definitive study? Don't want to pin you down too much, but also what the other priorities are in terms of the company's development.
Yeah, so there's two main bodies of work right now. It's to finalise the pilot study, which leads into the final definitive feasibility study engineering. Those two will lead them. They'll be worked out by the end of this year. Early next year, we'll be finalising the last bits of the engineering and into the feed study, and then looking towards final construction into 2021. Our key timeline restriction, our critical path is our environmental approval, which is always the case in Western Australia. We have no particularly complicated environmental situations, but as a critical path, that is the one item which we think will run out until late in 2020. But again, that fits in with our production timetable of 21.
And so if you were to boil it down, how would you summarise the investment opportunity for investors right now in Australian vanadium?
Vanadium is a commodity that is in exceptional demand in both the steel market, and it has a very strong rising demand in the battery energy storage market. So these two together lead to a much increased demand overall, and that in a market that is not easy to produce new vanadium in, we can see that the market is going to be in deficit for some time in the future. Sometimes it'll be almost all in deficit, sometimes it'll be a lot in deficit. But we'll see an opportunity where the vanadium price will be strong for a long period to come because of its underlying markets.
Very good. And you here in London at One-to-One Conference, how's it gone for you so far?
It's an excellent format to be here at One-to-One. We find the way things are and the organisation of the day has been fantastic so far. It's my first time, so I'm really enjoying it.
Fantastic. Vincent, thanks for your time and best of luck with the pilot study and the DFS.
Thank you.